I went to the bus terminal. The bus terminal was full of people, and there were no place to sit down. So I went back on the column that in the terminal. I saw you many times in there resting back, reading papers anyhow.
Correct.
When I got
on the
home,
wall, because there's nowhere to sit.
On the wall, yeah. When I got home, I took off my shirt, and my daughter wanted to know what was wrong with my back. My back was in a mess. So the next day, I bought a bottle of Tizan because I thought that I had a blood problem or something.
Internal, need to purge up, clean up yourself.
And then I realized that these Chinks hold on my back and all in my clothes and bite me in my leg, all in my back. They had me in a mess. But I managed to get rid of the Chinks because my whole house was infested with the Chinks. So I called this morning because I read the papers this morning and I see a lot of people, like, they have this same problem in the house. So if you're listening to me, this is how I got rid of mine. You have to buy, like, some clear plastic bags, those big garbage bags. If you buy those garbage bags and you have to wash all the clothes in your house. Put them in the clear bag. Do not use the wardrobe. All the sponges that you have to take off all of those. You have to let them wash those covers. And the sponge, you have to do one of the two things. You got to try to get the sponge washed. And if you can't get the sponge washed, you got to burn them. Corey, it cost me about $3,000 or $4,000 because I had to throw away every sponge, including the bed. All of my children's bed I had to went and burn. And then I went to the store and I bought a sprayer called Sherpa. Now, Sherpa is a one-day spray. We usually use it on vegetables. And I sprayed the whole house with this Sherpa for at least 3 days. It's a spray that breaks down very fast. It's not a 4 and a 5 day spray. It's normally a one-day spray that the farmers use. And I sprayed the whole house with this spray. I mean, every single corner that you could think about, you have to spray. So one of the things you got to do, you got to get all the clothes. And when you're using the clothes after they are washed, you have to take the clothes and put them in the bag and keep the bag tight in order to keep the Chinks from going into the fresh clothes. The laundry clothes, you have to put them in a bag and you have to tie them and you have to spray them. I do that for 5 weeks and I got rid of all the Chinks that I made, and I had a lot until they started to attack my daughter.
I think that's really sad. No, I'm still here. I'm thinking after they took out the benches that would have rectified the problem.
Man, it's horrible. The Johnny Postles, I had a gazillion million Johnny Postles.
You know
and I know I say these because I know a whole lot of people told me to have it. Carters have a spray called Regent. Anybody, you have Johnny Postles in your house, there's a spray called Regent, and the Regent can also use for the Chinks. Corey only looks so, but a lot of people in Barbados ashamed to come and say that the Chinks in the house over that bus terminal, man. We saw some girls in the bus terminal sitting down a morning, and I laughed because you know how the schoolgirls like to come in the bus terminal and sit down. They don't normally sit on the skirt no more. They come and they just sit down. The next minute I saw all of these girls, all of their legs bite up. I mean, these Chinks is something else. And I
think the authorities, they were aware of what was happening and they took out the benches, but the difficulty was they replaced them with way less benches. And I think that caller, you really stumped me here with this one, man. I really think it's really bad.